Views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. Get involved with Access Fort Wayne and make your own television programming. Call 421 1250 to find out more.
Something smells good. I wonder what Lynn's cooking today.
Hey, Lynn, what's cooking?
Now here's your host, Lynn Austin.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking? And we are cooking in the kitchen today because we are trying to get a chill out of the air. It is October, and October screams.
Ba-dum-bum. Very good.
Good foods that try to keep you a little warm because the chill is not freezing, but there's just a little chill in the air.
Yeah.
So I thought of some delicious things that we can make today, like corn. I don't know why I'm swaying. All of a sudden I just
I don't know.
realized
I felt like the boat was rocking or something.
But we have some delicious cornbread, and it's just not your normal cornbread, of course. Just kind of added some things to it. And it's homemade cornbread. Chili, my chili recipe that I'm going to share with you guys. It's very good, I think. And of course, to have a little appetizer to your chili, I love sauerkraut balls, and I came up with my version of sauerkraut balls because you know when we're at German Fest,
Oh my gosh.
we go in for those sauerkraut balls, and they have their own recipe, but I came up with mine that is good, and of course you don't have a big deep fryer at home, but ours are going to be oven baked, and they're really good. So let's kick this off, this Chill in the Air show. And of course, this is my husband, Dan. He's in the kitchen with me because he loves chili. And I thought, you know what? I can teach you how to make it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to. I'll teach you how to eat it.
Oh, okay. I get it. All right. That's normal. That's the norm. But we have to kick off the show with a toast, a little cocktail.
Oh, the norm is over there, by the way.
The what?
The norm is over there, by the way.
norm.
He's taking care of the show.
I know, but I what did I just say?
He said that's the norm. I said no,
Well,
that's the
that's the
norm. Yeah. Anyway,
I
continue.
called you Norm. I'm like, forgetting who my husband is. We are going to start with this drink that you named beerball.
Yeah.
Because we have beer, and it's not an IPA beer. I just went with a normal
It's okay. That would lose.
beer.
Yeah, it would lose some
Right.
of its. Yeah.
So we have. Well, you know what? And of course. Like just kick it up just a little bit, and to keep the chill, I thought the first thing I thought of was Fireball. I know. We can do a shot of Fireball, and I'm good, but I don't do a whole lot. So I just want to.
Yeah, we don't sit by the fire.
No.
We just
No. But actually, if you brought this out to, not out of the bottle, of course, but if you brought that out to your little fire pit in the backyard or the driveway, and you wanted beer and you're having chili and you smell like smoke because you're sitting by the fire pit, you don't care too much because you're about to indulge in some Fireball. And beer.
I thought the same thing you're thinking right now.
I know, everybody really, just give it a shot. Just give it a shot.
You already gave it a shot.
I know, I gave it a shot. And I think I have to open up this one, but I love the sound of this just as much as a bottle of wine opening. Okay.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
And to that, we are going to add a slice of orange. So you have the beer, the cinnamon, and the orange. And I don't think it's a girly drink because of the whiskey. So I think it's good,
And the
still
beer.
manly. Like it could go girlish, boyish, whatever. There, just kind of there. Ooh, doesn't that look nice? Almost looks like apple cider.
Mm-hmm.
So you can,
But it's not.
but it's not. I could smell.
I can smell the
cinnamon.
orange in it.
It smell good.
Yeah, it smells like, yeah.
Here's to getting the chill out of the air and to keeping warm in October.
You know, it's one of those, you taste the beer, I mean, you taste the cinnamon like right away. And then It's just kind of.
It's a sipping drink.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's not a beer guzzling drink. It's sipping. It's a sipping drink.
And we'll be sipping this for the next 30 minutes.
That is tasty.
Very good.
Like it. Okay, we are going to start with the beginning of my chili that you hear me up in the kitchen when you're in your man cave. This is what I'm doing up here. We have, now I use ground turkey. I know that some people will be like, oh, ground turkey, but you can use your ground sirloin, ground chuck, whatever if you want beef, but I
Who's
use
Chuck? I know who Norm is, but I don't know who Chuck is.
I have turkey. I have Tom the turkey in the pan. Okay, so the meat has already been browned. It's all good to go. And to that, we're going to add some diced onion. Okay. And green pepper, whatever peppers that you like, but I'm using green pepper today into my chili.
What about Dr. Pepper?
No, no Dr. Pepper. The only liquid we're going to put in here is, what do you think?
Beer.
Beer. Okay, so we got that going, and it smells lovely with the onion and the pepper. But to the meat and the onion and the pepper, I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. I know that's surprising for me because I really don't do spicy, but it's okay. This is good. So we got that going in there with the meat and the vegetables. And to that is some chili seasoning, a packet of chili seasoning, any packet that you prefer, or whatever's on sale. So we're going to let that brown for a few minutes with the seasoning, with the meat and the onion and the pepper on a low heat. Does that smell good?
Yeah.
And in a minute, we're going to add to that, while that sautés, we're going to add beer right into the pan. So it has a little bit of liquid in there, and it brings on the beer flavor with the onion and the pepper. So that's
like it.
yummy. And the seasoning. So we're just going to go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and add the beer right now. So now this is what I do.
Yeah. I know what goes on here when I'm downstairs.
While you're watching football, I'm up here in the kitchen and I do this because then, listen to that, then it sizzles and it gets all the meat off the bottom of the pan into the vegetables, and I leave a nice amount, like, I'm cooking, I deserve that, so. The last spitful of beer I take for myself, so that is cooking. So we're going to leave that alone for a few minutes.
Okay.
And lower that. And we are going to get started on our cornbread. So if you wouldn't mind, babe, just bringing all those ingredients over to this cornbread. And I said it was homemade, and you can go either way with that. If you want to go packaged, you can go packaged, pre-made. But we're just going to do that with the homemade. And right in the bowl ready, I have my little cheat sheet here. I put 1 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're going to whisk that together. And do I have a little fork over there for my egg? Oh,
Why, yes, you do.
awesome. Thank you. Okay, so we whisked all our dry ingredients together. The flour, the sugar, the baking powder. And to that, we are going to add, and I'm trying really, really hard to be honest with you that I don't give you a beer burp right now. So I'm trying my hardest not to do that. Okay, so.
Yep.
Do that.
Appreciate the honesty.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, come on.
Let's be honest, the only one that's going to suffer is me.
Well,
because people that are watching.
it's only coming out of my mouth. It's not coming out of the other end. So, okay.
That's tomorrow. That's after all.
Okay,
Yeah,
to our dry ingredients, we have 1 cup of milk. Oh, you know what? I forgot the most important thing that goes into the cornbread, the cornmeal.
Oh,
Oopsie. Well, there we go. There is the cornmeal.
I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
Yeah, that's about 3/4 cup of cornmeal.
3/4 cup cornmeal.
Okay, and then we have about a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil going in there.
Okay.
And 1 egg that we are going to beat and put in there. You like the beat? Oh, awesome. Thank you. Gonna beat that right into there.
It doesn't sound like a Michael Jackson song.
Just beat it. We're gonna mix that into the dry ingredients. Okay. But we're not done yet with this cornbread because, babe, we are gonna add.
I see what we're gonna add.
We are gonna add some bacon.
That should be like, let's be honest, in everything you make, shouldn't it?
A little bit of bacon.
Mm-hmm.
These are bacon bits. You can use the real deal, or if you have bacon bits in the pantry, just go ahead and throw them in. Okay, red pepper flakes.
They're great. I'm sorry.
That's not cereal, that's red pepper
It's
flakes.
flakes, though.
Okay, and then to that, I want you to add some sharp cheese, cheddar cheese. If you could mix that in there, I'm going to go check on our
Alright.
meat and our vegetables for our chili and stir this in the beer. It's cooking along here.
There's some left over. Don't want to strand them.
Now that cornbread, it can go in a cake pan, or if you have a little muffin, if you want to put it in cupcake liners, you can do that. Or I actually have a little mini loaf pans, which I'm going to use today. But like I said, you can put it in a cast iron pan, you can put it in a cake pan, whichever you prefer or you have on hand. Do you want to put that in the sink?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I am just going to grab this spatula here. And we're going to add these to a greased pan, and this is going to go into the oven and bake for a while. Look how yummy those are going to be.
Oh, man.
Try not to get it on your pan. Which I did. I had to just re-grip it there. So we're going to fill these up. And the base of our chili is cooking right now. Cornbread is going to go in the oven.
You gotta
And-
have cornbread with chili, right?
We are going to, I think so. I think that's just yummy. We are going to add an appetizer into the mix, which I said was sauerkraut balls. Sauerkraut balls and chili and cornbread, and I bet you that that will definitely take the chill out of the air or add something else to it.
Boy, Nipsko's going to be upset this month. 'Cause we're not going to need him as much.
I'm going to stick these in the oven, but you know what, first before I do that, I just want to clean it up a little bit because I don't like
You want
to.
little things drying up on there?
Yeah, I like to try to clean up my pan a little bit before I put it in the oven here. So we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to go right into the oven. We added just a little bit of flavor to the cornbread, not to the normal plain cornbread, which I think is a good thing. Just going to stick that in there. Now, babe, I think we're going to do our sauerkraut balls so we can get those in the oven
Sauerkraut balls.
with the cornbread. Yeah, I said sauerkraut balls. Those are so good.
I feel like it makes it feel like it's June again.
Well, I know, but it's October and we're working on, we just, it's like Oktoberfest beer,
Okay, boy.
sauerkraut. Okay, bring me all those delicious ingredients over here that we got.
Yay.
Thank you. Of course, we have pepper and an egg. Breadcrumbs, plain breadcrumbs, not Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, plain breadcrumbs. Softened cream cheese, a little bit of garlic powder. And if you can pass me the key ingredient.
I wanted to see if
Well,
you could remember
I
exactly.
two ingredients.
You
because
passed the test.
I thought there's one more ingredient over there.
There is.
Yes, it is the coating for the balls. Right there.
Oh,
Pretzels and sauerkraut and beer just scream, yay! I just love that. But that's going to be what we're going to roll the balls in, okay? You see, so we're going to set this aside for just 1 second, and this is what I want you to do.
Uh-oh, I'm being put to
We're
work.
going to crush pretzels and get them started. Fun.
This is the part where you take your frustrations out.
Oh.
Right?
If you hear some noise coming from the kitchen,
Is that what that is? I always hear
if you
downstairs.
don't have
I thought she was like doing home repair.
if you don't have a food processor, okay, and you don't just want to just get the food processor out, and just get a bag, put a towel, because I hear my father's voice in my head saying, put something underneath that when you're doing that. So I'm going to do that. Take a mallet. If you don't have one of these, just a tenderizer, just get something out of the garage.
Easy, you're making me nervous.
And all you do is just do this fun thing like that. Just crush them because you don't want them finely crushed. You want chunks of the pretzel on there because, like I said, sauerkraut, pretzels, beer, chili.
Usually when she does this, so you hear her saying names. Which,
Oh, I would never say, Dan! Would never do that. Okay. Do you want to do that?
yeah, I want to hit this one right here. Also, probably good to point out that this bag shouldn't have a lot of air in it.
Oh, yeah, because then you would have a problem because it would
then-
pop. Yeah, that would not be
Yeah,
good. So we have
it'd be fun.
a dish to put these crushed up pretzels in. Okay, so that's done before we
That's
mix
usually
there.
how the bottom of the bag looks when I go to get into pretzels at the house, because somebody's eating all the good pieces.
And then leaving all
Yeah.
the small bit of pretzels there. That's about right. Okay, and it's not me, so I don't know who is doing that.
Well, I got a pretty good idea.
Okay, to our bowl, we are going to add, let's see, the softened cream cheese. Okay. And the plain breadcrumbs. It's about a cup. And very important, sauerkraut, chop it. Don't leave it, don't take it right out of the can or the jar. Chop it up so it's not all stringy. That's what you're trying to eliminate. Okay?
Oh, because then as you eat them,
And
I
these
gotcha.
strings, you gotta chop it up. A little bit of garlic powder. And what have you noticed that I did not put in here?
The egg.
Well, no, that too.
Oh,
But what seasoning did I'm gonna add some pepper in here.
okay.
I didn't put any salt in there
Oh,
because
gotcha. I thought you meant.
I found that I put salt in my first batch, to be honest. With the salt from the pretzels, it was too much. Okay, so just leave the salt out. Don't worry about the salt. In an egg. Okay, so we have pepper, chopped up sauerkraut, softened cream cheese, plain breadcrumbs. We're gonna mix that all together.
really
You
good.
smell the sauerkraut, don't ya? Did I have a baggie over there or no, I did not. I probably didn't. And I do want one for this one. So I'm gonna grab my little baggie here and mix this right up. And we have our beginnings of, oh, I'm fine. Thank you so much, but I'm
I
good.
try to help. I'm gonna have a little bit more beer bowl.
Yes, you can. There we go. Pretend you're in the basement, sitting in the recliner, watching football.
You know, as you let it sit for a while, there's more. You can taste the cinnamon even more. That'll keep you warm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
yummy.
let it-
And the orange, I like that. Okay, so we have our ingredients all mixed together. It's a
Throat heat
little
up.
warm.
Makes your throat heat up a little bit.
That does. See, it's taking the chill out of the air, right?
Or making your sore throat worse.
Well, you know, if you have a sore throat, actually, it's tis the season. October seems to be the season that everybody gets sick. Let's make one of those. Do you remember the year that we were drinking hot toddies because we were so sick? We were like, oh my gosh, we need a hot toddy, which is whiskey, tea, lemon, honey. And then we found out that it was getting so cold I'm just going to lower this a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to shut it off for a second because I got to tell you my story.
Must be a long
It
one.
was, we were like, oh, we were nursing our colds back to health. And then we soon realized that the temperature was still very cold outside, that we were still having hot toddies when our colds were gone. So, I mean,
It happens.
It happens. That was funny. That was funny. Okay. Now what we're going to do is roll these into balls. Let's move this stuff to the side here. Okay. Oh gosh, that smells so good. Okay. Now these I'm going to roll kind of small here, like so. And then we're going to roll them into the breadcrumbs. Kind of push those pretzels on there. Oh, you going to help?
No, I just didn't want to.
I thought you were going to help. Look at that. See? You have the pretzels, the sauerkraut. Said this is my version. It's not going to be deep fried. I'm rolling like a meatball in
so
there.
good.
What we're going to do is bake these in a 425 oven, and we're going to drizzle them with vegetable oil and bake them. And this pan has been sprayed with cooking spray so they won't stick. And then during the baking process, we're going to flip them. Okay? I'm so glad you're helping me out here. It's just,
Well, I could if you'd like.
well, no, I know you don't like to get your hands messy, and that's fine. There's always one that has to get their hands right in there.
It's just like carving pumpkins. I carve them,
Yeah,
and then she gets the guts out.
yeah. He carves.
It's a team effort.
I clean, and then what else do I do? Pick all
Oh, the seeds out
the
of this.
seeds out, and then what do I do?
Makes pumpkin seeds.
And then I get request, oh, can we have this type of seasoning on the seeds? Or are you going to do this seed, or are you going to do that seed? Yes.
The taco ones are very good.
And you wonder why I drink martinis. No, I'm just kidding, not today, but the holiday season just kicks off and I go right into my martinis. No, I love
There's
doing it
nothing
though.
wrong with that.
I love doing it. It's tradition. I love tradition. Okay, look at those. Those are going to be so yummy. We'll do a couple more. We're going to stick these into the oven. And then we're going to check on our chili because we're going to have to put our sauce in there and some more beer and beans. And that's just going to sit on the stove or in your crock pot for a few hours or all day. One more. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, man, you were listening. Okay. Now,
Why was that
if you wouldn't mind taking that oil while I wash my
Oh,
hands
yep.
and drizzle those balls. Thank you.
Forecast this for drizzle. She purposely made me do this because
Yes, I did.
because the thing the outside of this has got stuff all over it.
Oh, no, I didn't know that,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's it. That's a plus.
All right, I'll stop.
Okay, so we drizzled them with oil.
Bad enough though.
That's pretty good, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to go in the oven at 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Just check on them.
Okay.
Okay, so those are going to go in, and our cornbread is cooking. Stick those in, and we are going to bring, if you wouldn't mind, bring me over that pan of, you know what, you got it? You good?
That was gonna be. I wasn't sure.
Okay, I'm going to stick that right there, and I'm going to bring our cans over here.
Oh my gosh, that
Can you
smells
get
good.
that big pot? I like a deep pot to put my chili in. And once again, depending on how many people you're cooking for, you can just double, triple, whatever you're doing here. And of course, add some more beer. To that, I use chopped tomatoes, regular chopped tomatoes, canned tomatoes, and then a seasoned fiery tomatoes that I would do 1 can because I like my chili just a little bit spicy, but not too spicy because I like to taste it. Some people prefer like
Really?
really hot.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't care for that, and I'm making it. So when I'm making it, I make it the way I want to make it. Right? Okay.
Yes, you
So,
do.
That's right.
Yes.
So we have my favorite stock pot. That was my grandma's, and I like to use
It's
that
actually
one.
it's actually an old Johnny Appleseed costume. We just recycled.
Okay, we're going to add our meat and our pepper and our onion and the beer and the seasoning all to this pot.
Oh my gosh, that smells really good.
Oh, yes. Okay, so that's in there. I'm just going to set this back here. Oh, yeah, that smells good. Yes. Okay, we have diced tomatoes that are fiery roasted, so they have some kick to them. Add that to that. Now, I'm going to add the regular diced tomatoes, which are plain, no seasoning, and a can of tomato sauce. Okay, this is where everybody has their own taste. In my taste, I use the white beans that are a little softer. That's what I prefer in my chili. So I'm making it. That's what I put in it.
That's what Mama wants. That's what Mama gets.
That's right. That's what I like. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Couple cans of those. Oh, that is smelling so good. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
now, of course, here we go again. You're watching football. I'm in the kitchen making chili.
But I always hear that noise.
And some goes into the pot.
You could be calling my name for hours, and I wouldn't respond, but I'd hear that, and I'd go, what'd you say?
And the last sip goes to the cook.
I knew I should have rolled those things. Dang it.
Well, 2 sips. That was a larger sip.
Oh, my.
Okay, and this is going to go back on the stove all afternoon, just simmering. And when you're doing things around the house, watching football,
Why do you
mowing
keep
the
looking
lawn,
at me and saying watching football?
watching football, and then you
I'm
have.
not a schlump. I do other things.
I didn't say you were a schlump. That's a fun word, schlump.
Schlump? You like schlump, do you?
I like schlump. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to put that on.
Okay.
And now is the fun part, because I have a batch that is already done.
I love the miracles of
Okay,
television.
look at
Yes.
here. Oops, that's taking that with that.
Oh, my. Oh,
And there is
look at that.
the chili. And we have the cornbread, which is done.
Oh, my goodness.
And the sauerkraut balls. What do you want to try first?
Oh. You choose. You're the cook.
I'm going to go for the ball.
They're good. Yeah, this is kind of like the lead up to the chili, right?
Huh.
Exactly.
That is so good.
Want a little,
So good.
want a little of this?
Yeah, just put a little bit in there for me, and I will sample that. All the
my.
flavors today, from the cinnamon whiskey and the beer to the sauerkraut balls and to our cornbread and the chili. I like a little sour cream on mine
You want some sour cream?
and a little cheese.
This is the fun part.
Okay.
Put a little of that on there. See, this is what I can get into this.
So I hope these
Mixing it all
recipes
up.
have taken or help you take the chill out of the air for October and enjoy your fall and have fun with your family and friends, or either be around the fire pit with your cocktail or in the kitchen. But just have fun and lots of laughs. And thank you for tuning in to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking.
This is fall, right? Because it
Bye-bye,
feels like
everyone.
Christmas.
I know this is your Christmas sauerkraut and beans.